What's up, guys? It's Laren. Welcome to the Legacy Lifestyle. This is episode on connecting and prospecting, one of the most important parts of your entire business. If you're not connecting, if you're not prospecting, you don't have a business. Network marketing is the power of building networks that influences them to make a decision to want to buy your product, buy into the opportunity and the bigger vision of what you can provide them. Isagenix, you guys, is so special with this because there are so many product lines out there. Look at skincare companies, dress companies, money trading, all these things. But we have this special gift of literally providing transformation products and having the best compensation plan in the industry. And when you think of like true transformation for someone's life, almost all the time when you can transform someone, it all starts with the body, right? Emotional transformation, physical transformation, spiritual transformation. And then when we can combine that with the gift to be able to change their life through helping them then share those results, and we have the greatest compensation plan in the industry to create financial freedom, there's nothing better. But if you sit there and you reach out to people with the features and benefits of how to do a cleanse day and what are the ingredients in Ionix, or talking about a binary compensation plan, it's just going to go right over people's heads because you're not tapping into the emotion of what we have. You have to expand the vision for people on such a bigger level to see this is more than losing 5 pounds. This is more than losing 20 pounds. This is giving yourself your life back. This is helping you create actual freedom, physical freedom and financial freedom for your life. But then what does that do for you? Does that give you more time to actually be with your kids and help raise them so that you don't miss those opportunities? Does it help you invest in future opportunities so that you can follow your dream that you've just had on your heart for years? I mean, there's so much with this, but we need as a team to enroll people and have people buy into the vision of our team and what we're creating at the Legacy Lifestyle, the community of entrepreneurs and online business owners that want to impact people's lives on such a bigger level, that are like service industry, heart-centered leaders that want to create a dramatic shift in people's lives and awaken them to what's possible. The vision for their dreams and your dreams to help people see why did you commit to this and what are your dreams? What are you creating? What is on your heart and your calling, but also to help them see theirs. If you sit down with someone and you just go over the products and say, this is how you're going to lose 10 pounds, but you don't enroll them on the bigger vision of their dreams and help them see that Isagenix is so much more and the opportunity is so much more. The culture, the company, the vision of the company, that is our job. Our job is to cast that bigger. So if you're sitting here and you're like, I haven't even thought this much in depth about it, then the first thing is you need to journal. You need to take some time and say, okay, why did I say yes? What could this really do for me? If anything is possible and I could create more income, I could create more freedom in my life, what does that look like to you? What does community and tribe and transformation all mean to you? Because when you can see yours so clearly and where you're going, then it just oozes out of you to see that for others. Like I'll tell you right now, I cannot wait to just be able to provide my family so many things. Like Chris and I talk about this all the time, that every Christmas we just want to be like, okay, to both of our families, like pick a new place and be like, we're going to Greece this year, or we're going to Spain this year, and surprise them with trips. I want to be able to just take care of my parents because they worked so hard and provided this amazing lifestyle to us. And I'm like, I just want to spoil them in their retirement and be like, just travel and do whatever you want and never have to worry about how much money is in your retirement. I want to be able to invest in other companies. Like my long-term vision is to take this amazing income and opportunity with Isagenix to then reinvest it into amazing masterminds for entrepreneurs to invest in startups and help fund people's future dreams. I want to give generously. I always say, I just want to walk up during the holidays to someone that looks like a struggling single mom in the grocery store and hand her $100 because I can and just say, here, I think you dropped this, go just be this generous earth angel in people's lives. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do when we give generously, about what we can do when it aligns us to our goals and our future to know anything is possible and we can create it. So I want you guys to tap into that deeper for yourself so that you can tap into that deeper for other people and cast a bigger vision. Okay, so The purpose of this though is to go into like, how do you connect with people, the difference between connecting and prospecting? How do you cast that bigger vision for people? And then how do you activate them and move them to become an actual customer in your business or business builder? So to set you up for success on an average day, I want you to really think about like, how are you spending your time? To go back to income producing activities, like if you wake up in a week and you're like, I haven't really connected with anyone, I haven't really started any new conversations, you don't have a business. You can't rely on all these people just coming to you. You would never go open a brick and mortar store down the street and just expect your close friends and family to keep you in business. You would be like, okay, I got to go to networking events. I got to start creating a creative marketing. I got to put myself out there. I got to show up on social media. I got to go connect with people in person. I got to actually get this out there, right? The same thing goes for this. How are you building a network of people? How are you asking people to take a look to learn more? Majority of people don't even understand network marketing, let alone understand the power of Isagenix and the products that we truly provide. So I want you guys to start getting in the habit of creating power hours. Power hours are the most important parts of your business is prospecting and connecting with new people, following up with those people on that list, enrolling those people into your business, and then helping rank advance your people. When you can create this flow of that is the basics. That's the exact same thing the millionaires are doing at a higher level. They're just having more conversations. They're just showing up bigger, more time. They're talking to more people. They're rank advancing more people. So if you want this and you're like, okay, I don't want to just make $500 a month. I want to like make $5,000 a month, $50,000 a month. It's the same exact principles over and over and over. You're just doing it on a bigger level. One day in church, where the whole message was on like brick by brick. And I'm going to do like a whole keynote on this one day, but brick by brick. When you want to build a church, it's like build a church and they will come. Build a community, provide so much value and these people start showing up, right? Build a network marketing organization and it creates this ripple effect and it goes from you enrolling a couple hundred people to all of a sudden a team of 200,000 people. But the only way to do that, the only way to build that house, the only way to build your dream house, the only way to build that church, to build the community, to build the organization is brick by brick. So every day I want you to think about that is you cannot just say, I want the house and just walk into this building that's going to change people's lives every weekend when people come into their Sunday service and change people's lives. It starts with one brick at a time. It starts with one person at a time. And that's what I want you to apply to your business is if you all of a sudden say, okay, I'm just going to message 50 people today, but you're not intentional about it, you're just burning through your network. You're going to be that person. People are like, oh, she's just a network marketer. We are not those people. And I'm going to train you to not be that person. We are not that network marketing company. Like Isagenix does not teach that. We are intentional entrepreneurs here to make a bigger impact in people's lives. So I want you to think about that every day, brick by brick, that you are building the bricks of your business. You're building the bricks of this community. You're building the foundation for this long-term organization that is going to change people's lives, that they're going to walk into this organization that you've spent time building one by one intentionally. So when you think of a power hour, I want you guys to say, okay, how am I spending this power hour? If you are doing this super part-time, weaving in the pockets of your life, I want you to focus on 3 to 5 people every day. But if you were like, I'm in this to win it and I'm committed and I want to like literally make massive amounts of income, I want to make massive amounts of change in people's lives and I want to change the course of my future forever, then I highly suggest you change your number from 10 to 20, even 30, but you're still intentional with it. So how does this work? All right, so when we say power hour, we're going to use the number 10 because it's the theme of this team. I want you to connect with 10 new people a day. That might seem like a lot, but 10 new people a day. And that means you're going to flow between prospecting and connecting. Connecting, you guys, is the first step. You can't, if you just prospect and say, ask someone to take a look, but you don't connect with them, you're going to be ghosted. You're going to get frustrated. And you're going to want to be like, this doesn't work. But it does work when you look at it as becoming a friend collector, building relationships and adding value to people's lives. So when you look at connecting, how are you connecting with 10 new people every day? How are you starting 10 new conversations? How are you dripping in and adding value? When you start to build those relationships, that's when people really feel connection to you. They feel engaged to you. They feel rapport with you. And then you're going to move them along, and then they become a prospect. And the prospecting is actual intentional asking people to take a look. Okay? But you need to connect with people first. You need to start those conversations first and then move into prospecting. So one thing that's going to help you guys is, we always say, like, make a list. But I want you guys to organize your list. So I, for example, use Trello. I love Trello.com online. It lets you build lists, and then you can literally just click the name and drag it to the next list. So it keeps you really organized. Some people love writing things down. At the beginning of the month, I write all the names down of everyone I've connected with and talked to recently, or who I'm working with. And I also have it on my wall. But if you're virtual and you want that on the go, Trello is a great system, so is Asana. But you're gonna have a hot list, a warm list, and a cold list. So I want you to put literally like 300 names on that list. And you're gonna have probably 20 to 30 on your hot list, 100 to 200 on your warm list, 100 to 200 on your cold list. Your hot list is the people that you could literally call up right now and be like, hey girl, how's your week going? They're people you talk to every day or every week. They're people you talk to every month. They're your close friends and family. They're your best friends. They're your coworkers. They're people that you could say, hey, I want you to take a look at this. I found something that really works for me. That's your hot list. You don't need to like prep them. You don't need to like warm them up. You can literally just be like, hey girl, like you need to take a look at this. Or hey, you need to do this with me. Like you don't have, I'm not asking, you're doing this with me. So when you start this journey, those are the people that you got to connect with. If you're like, I am doing this and I haven't even put these products in my body, but I'm so excited about this. Who's doing this with me? Girl, you're my best friend. You're my sister. You're my coworker. You're my accountability partner. You're my workout buddy. Who are those people in your life that you're like, you're doing this with me? You haven't even started, but who is also looking for a solution right now? Or there are people that you're going to say, hey, I found something that's really worked for me. Maybe you're a couple weeks in and you have that rainbow effect and you feel so good. These are the people you're going to be like, I found something that is working and I've never felt better. Are you open to learning more? Because I think you would really love this, and here's why. Okay? Your warm market are the ones that you tend to want to skip over. These are the people, if you scroll through your Facebook, you scroll through your Instagram, you scroll through your emails or your work, and you're like, okay, I'm close with them, but I'm not that close. Or I used to be close to them in college, but I haven't talked to them in years. It would be weird if all of a sudden you reach out and you're like, hey, I think you have this opportunity that you would really love. And they're like, how do you even know? You can't provide a solution until you've identified someone's problem. So your warm market is where you need to warm people up. You need to start the conversations. You need to connect with them. You need to reconnect with them. You need to see where they're at, what's going well in their life, what's not going well. You know, what are their goals for 2020? Are they where they want to be? If they're posting about working out, comment on it. Start the conversation. And then that's when you can go back later. Either they're going to say, hey, what's new with you? And you can weave an Isogenics. Or they're going to notice because you've been posting about social media, using it as your portfolio. They're going to be like, hey, what have you been doing? I've seen what you're doing. But this is not the time to ask them to take a look up front. You're just weaving it into the conversation. You're just reconnecting, asking someone to go to coffee and dripping it in. And then when it seems appropriate, then you can start to prospect and say, hey, I keep thinking about you. When we were talking last week, you really mentioned that you felt blah, 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 blah. And I think I might have something for you. I think I might have a solution. Would you be open to learning more? That's your warm market. That's a whole different conversation. Okay? And then your colds is you don't know them. Maybe they're friends on Facebook. Maybe they're on Instagram. Maybe you just met them at an event. Maybe that you have never talked to them before, but you're just like, man, this girl would crush it. This is your cold list. Some of these people are going to be super intimidating for you to reach out to, but that's where you've got to start the conversation, start to build your network. How can I add value to this person's life? How can I see, like, what do they love about their job? You'd be shocked at how many people have huge followings on Instagram and they're like building an online coaching program, but they're broke and they don't have money and they're stressed and they're like, they would kill for an extra income and they're starting to like pick up driving Uber or Lyft. When you can provide that solution, you guys, people are just broken right now. People are financially stressed. People are feeling lost. They're feeling like comparison. They're feeling anxiety. They're feeling depressed. They're feeling stress. Like we have a solution to more than just products, to just pour love into people, to just like give people this amazing sense of hope that we can just change people's lives on such a bigger level. And that doesn't mean you just reach out and say, hey, do you want to take a look? That reaches out and say, hey, be a part of this community. Come to this event with me. Let's grab coffee. Like, I would love to just jump on a call and hear about what you do and how I can support you, how I can connect with you. Majority of my enrollments happen that way because I'm like, let's grab coffee. And it's like a 5-step touch point process before we even talk about enrolling them in Isagenix. Or I meet them at an event and I could easily just drop in Isagenix. I'm like, let's grab coffee. And it's this process. What is the sales ascension process you're taking people through that's this amazing flow? So to give you an example, like Christina, who's on our team, I met her on Instagram and I was like, hey girl, I want to just support you. I love your body positive events. Let's go grab coffee. That was all I wanted, was just to build a relationship with her and support her. I dripped it in. It was a 30-minute meeting. I was like, hey, what do you do? Here's what I do. How can we support each other? Awesome. We connected. But then I show up 100% on social media. So she started to be like, hey, I want to learn more about what you do. So we went to coffee again. I dripped it in to add more value to her life. And then, I kind of left it and she's like, hey, can you send me a video? So I sent her a video. It was this process that I moved her from cold market to warm market to hot market over a course of like 6 weeks. It wasn't a rush thing because I look at it as long term. How can I change this girl's life long term? If you just are like, oh, I need enrollment right now, you're coming from this desperation point instead of really wanting to impact people's lives. So make that shift, take that step back and like really be like, what do I have to provide this person? How was Isagenix provide solutions for everyone and everything? What solution could I provide this person? But you have to understand where they're coming from and what they're seeking. Again, because you don't have a solution if you can't identify their problem. All right, so I want you guys to commit to like just focus on 10 new people a day, starting 10 conversations online with cold market, warm market, or hot market, reaching out to people, nurturing those people, moving them from connecting to prospecting from cold, warm, hot, going straight for the hot market first. Like if you're brand new, you should be sitting down right away with that hot market, those 30 people and saying, hey, are you open to taking a look? Go through them first where it's comfortable, it's easy. Who cares if some of them don't say yes? Just not right now. Your job is to help them, educate them, and understand what you're doing. So when they're ready to make a decision, they know to come to you. And then the second part is when you get the opportunity to really talk to them, casting that vision. The same way we started this conversation is understanding that there is so much more with this, that we are the vehicle to help people change their lives on so many different levels. So you get clear on what that looks like to you so that you can have people cast that vision for other people. All right, you guys, I hope this helped, and welcome to this week of connecting and prospecting. You're gonna have a homework assignment, and I just can't wait to see where this takes you, and I can't wait to just connect with you on a deeper level. So